Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final Bear Beer and Adam's Craft Beer review of the Amsterdam trip 2K14.
And we have a pretty damn special beer for the final review of the weekend.
All the way from Vermont.
Jack, would you like to introduce this beer?
All the way from Vermont in America, we have the magnificent, the regal, the godly Hill Farmstead's Genealogy of Morals. This is an Imperial Stout that has been, this is a wheat Imperial Stout.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Wheat Imperial Stout. It's been barrel aged in bourbon aged barrels, and this one in particular is a special batch of it as well, because this is one that's been 20 years in the making, which is absolutely nuts. Normally it's a 15 year one, but I was so lucky when I turned up on the day that they had a stupid batch that had been aging for years since it first started brewing. Absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. So there you go, that's what this wonderful little fellow is.
Just show the label.
Yes, please do.
Oh, the lighting's not very good, guys, but there's the label there. 10% Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels.
Wheat Imperial Stout.
Let's get it. Oh, look at that.
Nothing makes the heart sing more than when you see a beer that's so black.
That's just motor oil.
It's motor oil.
Absolute motor oil.
It sounds weird to kind of define different gradients of blackness, but this is black as black can be. This is jet and onyx.
There really isn't anything getting through there.
If you could have a black hole in a glass, you would have this.
We've got...
The head's one of the darkest coffee colours I've seen. It's like a slightly milky coffee on the top of it, this head. Yours has got an almost darker head than mine.
It has.
It's almost a pitch black.
It looks like a mocha.
It's like two types of coffee laid on top of each other.
Yeah.
Like a milky coffee and a complete black one underneath.
Got some nice bubbles on it though.
Yeah.
Lovely lacing, but should we give it a nose?
Oh, good lord, yes. Oh.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Do you know what? I'm getting humongous amounts of oak on that.
I'm getting loads of coconut.
Yeah, toasted coconut.
Toasted desiccated coconut, that sort of thing.
I think it's the bourbon. I think it's bourbon oak.
Yeah, it's definitely the vanilla-y, coconutty sweetness coming from those bourbon barrels, and it really does come through. It's got a slight plumminess on the back end as well.
And there's a bit of chocolate, yes, sweetness.
Oh, tons of chocolate.
Roasted.
Loads of roasty, toasty malt.
Man, it's stupid. This is so lovely. Just leave me alone.
I can smell this for days. Yeah. But I'm loving
it's one of those beers you could get put in a vial and just like...
I'm loving that coconut, I really am. That's lovely.
God, it smells
coconut,
beautiful.
Vanilla.
It smells absolutely beautiful.
Oh.
Do we have to try it?
I'm actually scared to try this beer, but...
Genealogy of Morals.
Alright guys, so to the final beer of the weekend.
Ginger.
Oh my god, how smooth is that?
Oh yeah, but the end's alcoholic. That's a kick of alcohol in that. That's lovely.
Oh, it's warming.
It's warming as it
Oh,
goes.
how smooth is that? That literally, that is silk.
Okay,
Smooth
can I
as silk.
just say, hands down, the best stout I've ever drunk, ever.
Can I try some?
Yes, you may.
You can.
No, yes, you may. Okay, fine.
Oh, mate.
Hands down,
There's nothing comparing to that right now.
That's an absolute no bullshit thing. That's my initial reaction from drinking that was that's the best Imperial Stout I've ever had. Why is it that? Because we've had, how many beers have we had this weekend when we've gone, oh, it's like treacle in a glass. No. We said this is the darkest of beers. This is also the thickest of glutinous masses.
And we had the Goliath last night, and this is smashed Goliath to pieces. And I know we had the copy of the White Mikkeller beer as well, which
David's more Goliaths.
you
got it mentioned.
I did, yeah. But that is just unreal, guys. That is hands down. I mean, I honestly thought that Bourbon County was the best Imperial Stout that I've ever drunk. But that's so much more. I know it's complex, but it's just so much more satisfying. It's smoother. It actually has a little bit less alcohol, and I know that.
Fair chunk more. It's a third less alcohol than isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's 15%. Is
Bourbon County.
Yeah.
This is 10 and a bit.
but I mean, what are you getting in terms of flavour on that?
Oh right. Initially, I'm getting an alcoholic plum, rum and raisin sort of flavour. Develops into vanillas, then goes into oak tannins. Then I'm getting alcoholic warmth on the tongue. I'm getting a nice level coffee resonance bitterness, and then I'm getting the warmth down my throat.
Yeah.
Then I'm getting the warmth in my belly, in my chest, and then the warmth all the way into the belly. And then I'm getting sweetness, unctuous, juicy, ripe bourbon sweetness.
Yeah.
And just I could just put in a bathtub and swim in it.
Loads and loads of vanilla, toasted coconut. I'm actually getting a slight woody note, some toffee, some caramel. Well, not as much. It's more milk chocolate on the taste, though, isn't it? Sweet milk chocolate.
Yeah, sweet milk chocolate. It's not got any. Do you know what? Actually,
no harshness whatsoever. It's just smooth as silk, isn't it? It's just there's no sort of like residual bitterness whatsoever. It really does go down like silk, and
it's too
easy. In fact, that's just going to be. I don't know how well it's going to go down now, but it's probably going to go down pretty damn fast. But
wheat imperial stout.
As
to whether or not I can particularly taste wheat,
I can't pick any wheat.
Then again, talking about monkey.
It's not really the intention of it, though.
No. I guess it's the fruit. You know, when we've been talking about plumminess, perhaps it's more the darker fruit flavours that are coming through.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It has got a lot of that juicy dark.
Because I'm getting less of the typical coffee and roasted notes. I'm getting more of a fruity.
And it does make it a little bit more sort of juicy and sweet, almost like raisins dipped in bourbon, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So I hesitate to say that's where the wheat's coming through, as opposed to bananas and cloves and everything that we like to talk about when it comes to wheat beers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I already know what I'm getting.
Rip up the rule book.
10 out of 10 from me.
10 out of 10 from you. I never do 10 out of 10 because there's no such thing as a perfect beer, but this is the best imperial stout I've ever had. It's
better than Bourbon County for me.
This goes up into the range of with the heady toppers of the world. This is a heady topper esque beer, so it goes into the 9.75, which is the highest rating. I think I had Warm on it by 3 Floyds of the weekend, and I was forced to give it a 9.99. This is a 9.99 beer. It's absolutely amazing. It's the closest thing to the best perfect imperial stout in my mind.
I can't actually believe how good that is, guys. Honestly, seriously, if you guys, I mean, I know how hard this is to get a hold of, and I know it's kind of one of a kind batch. But if you can get a hold of the normal Hilm Farmstead one, I think there's 15 years.
Anything by Hill Farmstead in general, I can put my seal of bear approval on it. The Bear Claw of Justice has smoked it and said it's brilliant. Earl Coffee Oatmeal Imperial Stout, did a review when I was there, and also had a couple of bottles brought home with me. It is equally as brilliant. This just raises the game to such a ridiculous level. Try and get your hands on Genealogy if you ever see it. If you ever go to ever in Vermont, Hill Farmstead, Lawson's Liquid, The Alchemist. You will never need to live. You will move to Vermont instantaneously. Magnificent. God, we couldn't choose the better beer.
No way.
Right, this is considering we've had Veren Flam, one of the best IPAs ever to come out of Holland, even Europe potentially. We've had Western Terran 12, one of the best Belgian Trappist beers that ever created, arguably. We have had
the one-of-a-kind Copy Lord McKellar.
One-of-a-kind Copy Lord McKellar / Arkham of Brukhus. We've had Goliath.
What else did we have last night?
We drank a lot last night.
Yeah.
We had you had triple. You had Westmile triple.
Yeah, Westmile triple.
Westmile triple. I had a Villy quadruple by De Praal local brewery. We've had a De Praal IPA today.
Pretty good sour today as well.
Pretty good sour today, pretty good saison today.
Yeah.
All of them have been absolutely
This smashes them all out of the water, doesn't it?
Yeah, when you can say you've had things like Western 12 and still think this takes its teeth in, is saying something. Different styles, I admit, yes, but still, just this really, Jack, no talk no more, Jack happy, bye. Baby reviews and Adam's Crappy reviews.
We'll say cheers.
Cheers.